All right. God has given me a gift of healing, a gift of prophecy, and a gift of truth, God's truth. And I've always been a person who has voiced what I believe isn't right. And I believe God has given me that. I wanted to come on here and just share the message of truth to you, that oftentimes the enemy will come in and will try to steal, kill, and destroy. And I know for a fact that what I speak is of God and what I speak is of the truth. And I know that oftentimes my fear gets in the way. I know that oftentimes other adversities on the outside of me will cause the fear in me to close my mouth, but I have to speak my truth, which is God's truth. And God is a healer, and Satan and things around you or anything that might come against you that will not speak that truth, that will try to cause you to shut your mouth, that will try to make you think that you don't have the power that God has given you. I'm just going to share my testimony with you. God had spoke to me about a particular area in my body that I was concerned about. It was a particular area in my body that I was concerned about, and it put fear in me. And I had prayed to God about it, and God told me that it was not of any illness or something to be of concern. And God explained to me in detail what exactly was, what the issue was, and it was nothing to worry about. But yet there was still fear in me and there was still doubt, even though I know the voice of God. And so as God specifically told me that the area in my body that I was concerned about, that particular area in my body, that it would be dissolved before the morning. And so when God spoke to me and told me that, the following morning, that area, it was still there. And I began crying and panicking and, having a moment. And I began talking to God, and God told me and said, I did not say the next morning. I said it'll be gone before the morning. And oftentimes, how many of us have quit on God or quit upon what God has said because of our fear? And really could be just because of our lack of faith, or we may didn't see that kind of faith happen in what we saw growing up, or how we view God. And so it was a learning ground for me. It was a learning ground for me. And I said, okay, God, you said you didn't say the next morning. You said gone before the morning. You're right. And so every morning, I would check it. Every morning, I would check it. Every morning, I would check it until one day, the very thing that God said came to pass. And I wonder, how long has it been for you? Whatever God has spoken to you, how long has it been? And what is God doing in you? What does God want to reveal in you so that you can see the full manifestation of what God has already spoken, what has already been done, what is already so. It could be your own need to control. It could be maybe because you have tried to do it your way and you think your way is better. It could be many reasons, but the facts are the facts, and meaning God said what God said. And that's what I wanted to share with you, that God said what God said, and that settles it. And whatever the process is, whatever is stirring up in you, whatever has happened around you, whatever is occurring around you, to stand in the truth of what God has said, to stand in it, to stay close, to be in tune to that. We all have this capacity, but the enemy steps in, our fear steps in, the layer steps in. But what is the foundation? What is the truth? And so for me, it built my faith. It built my level of understanding and knowing. I know that I hear God, right? I know that I hear God. I know that I have this gift. I know that I do. I am oftentimes aware of my fears that I have created to protect me. But I know that those walls have to come down in order for more light to shine through. And you have to exercise that muscle. So you have to do it afraid. And that's what I just want to share with you. Sometimes fear will allow us to stay comfortable, like, oh, it's not working. I'm just going to kind of stay, comfortable where it is. Or, oh, I was attacked this way. Let me not. No, you have to move, keep moving forward. It is God always at work in you. Ask for support, ask for guidance. This might be a whole new thing to the 3D part of you, right? Your spirit knows. That's why your spirit never lets up. That's why your soul never allows you to just give up, because there is something greater at work within you. Okay. And I want you to know that even in the physical, the mentals, the physical and your mental state in your heart oftentimes because of the fear in us, will not allow us to walk in that because of what we're choosing. Sometimes we're choosing the fear over what God has said. And I'm here to let you know that even if the fear is there, to still stand and believe in what God has said while you're afraid.